When you go to the doctor because you're not feeling well, you expect the physician to ask some questions, do some digging, find out the root cause of your problem so they can make you well. Let's take that same approach in dealing with overload. Hey, this is Jones Loflin. Welcome to Insights from the Jones Zone, where I give you a way to master your week in 3 minutes or less. When I talk with people who have too much to do or feel so overloaded, I'll often start asking some questions about, what are you overloaded with? What's all this that's on your plate? And they'll normally go, everything. It just seems like everything is so difficult right now. That's not helpful in getting to solutions. And in his fantastic book, Margin, Dr. Richard Swenson identifies 23 different types of overload that may be impacting our ability to be at our best. Yes, information overload is one, but there are lots of others. I think it's critical to identify the type of overload that's stressing you out the most before you can take steps to improve it. Let's start with things like activity overload. Perhaps your challenge is that you just find your schedule is full. There's no time for rest and renewal. For some of you, it may be commitment overload. You have a difficult time saying no, and now you're overcommitted, you're failing the other person, you feel like you're failing yourself, and that puts a tremendous amount of stress on you. Technology overload is another one. I love what Brian Tracy says in his book, Eat That Frog. Technology should be a servant to us, not us a slave to it. Finally, one that you might not think about is possession overload. We don't mean opulent surroundings, but simply all the stuff that you have to keep up with and maintain in your life may be a source of stress. The key is, once you identify what that particular type of overload is to ask yourself the question, how did you get here? Was it a series of small choices, or has it been a major event that created this overload? And next, just like going to the doctor, seek help. There's so many resources out there to help you to deal with whatever type of overload that you're facing. If you'd like a list of these 23 different types of overload, go to my website, jonesloflin.com, click on Resources and then Downloads, and you'll find it there. I hope it's a fantastic week with not a whole lot of overload for you. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today in the Jones Zone.